So in this section, we'll discuss about organization unit or OU. So to understand what is organization unit, we will see the challenges in managing the users with user container. So guys, this is the user container, okay? And when we create any user, all the users will be created in user container. So when we create hundreds of users in a user container, all the users of different department will be mixed up, and it will be difficult for us to recognize which user belongs to which department. So in this example, if you see, we have so many users here: F1, F2, F3, F4, S1, S2, S3, S4, Satya Nadella, test, user 10, user 2. So it will be very difficult for us to recognize which user belongs to which department, and we can't count the users as well of a specific department. So it will be difficult for us to count the users of a specific department if we have hundreds of users in the user container. And it will be difficult to apply the policy to users of a specific department. Let us say you want to apply a policy on sales employees, okay, and the policy is sales employees should not change the wallpaper. So you will have to search the sales employees account first. Okay, in this example, we have S1, S2, S3, S4, and you will have to apply the policy on individual user. So here in this example, we have only 4 users, but in real networks, you have hundreds of users, and it will be very difficult for you to apply the policies on individual users. First, you need to identify the user, then we'll need to apply the policies to those users. Okay, so these are the challenges when you when you create the users in user container. Okay, so to overcome these mentioned difficulties, we use OU or organizational unit. So what is an organizational unit? It is a logical container that contains Active Directory objects. Objects like users, groups, and sub OUs as well. And it is used for organizing and managing the Active Directory objects. So with the help of OUs, we can manage the users and groups, and it minimizes the administrative task. So in this example, if you see, we have created sales OU. Under this sales OU, we have created sales users S1, S2, S3, S4, and we have created the sales group, and we can create the sub OU as well. Okay, it is very helpful for you to manage the objects with organizational unit. So we use OU for better management, and we can classify the users based on department, role, etc. Like sales OU. Sales OU will have only the sales users, sales groups. Finance OU will have only the finance users and finance OUs. Managers OU. So you will add the manager accounts in the managers OU. So it will be very easy for us to recognize which user belongs to which department. It will be easy for us to count the users of a specific department if we have users in an OU container. And it will be easy to apply the policy to a specific department, like sales employees should not set the wallpaper. So you will go to the sales OU and you will apply the policy. This policy will be applied to all the users in the sales department. So how to create an OU? You will log on to the domain controller, then you will go to server manager. Under server manager, you will go to tools. Under tools, you will go to Active Directory and users. Okay, or what you can do, you can use this option shortcut dsa.msc. It will take you to Active Directory and users and computers option. It will take you to this page. Okay, so you will how to create the OU. So you will right click on domain, then you will select new, then you will select OU option. Then we'll provide the name to the container. So we'll provide the test. We'll provide the name as test. And if you see this option here, protect container from accidental deletion. If you check this option, it will protect this OU to be deleted accidentally. So to protect the container from accidental deletion, we need to check this option, protect container from accidental deletion, and we'll click OK, and test OU is created here. So we have created the OU, and let us see how to delete the OU. So steps, we will right click on this OU and we'll select this delete option, and it is saying that you don't have sufficient privileges to delete test, or this object is protected from accidental deletion. So guys, we have selected that option. That option is protecting this OU to be deleted accidentally. So we can't delete this OU with this method. So we need to follow another method. So OU will not be deleted because we have protected OU from accidental deletion, but we want to delete it. So how to delete? So we must uncheck that option. So to uncheck that option, we need to go to view and we'll select this advanced features. After selecting this advanced features, you will get this window again. So you will go to test OU, then you will go to properties, then you will go to objects. Under this objects, you will uncheck this option. So protect object from accidental deletion object, this option is unchecked. Then we'll click OK. Then guys, we can delete this test OU. So are you sure you want to delete OU? So we'll click yes, and OU will be deleted. So let us do this lab. So we'll go to server manager. Under server manager, we'll go to tools. Under tools, we have Active Directory users and computers option. So first we'll create the test OU, then we'll try to delete it. So we'll go to ms.com domain, right click, new, and we'll create organizational unit. And you can see this option is checked, protect container from accidental deletion. So we'll provide the name to this OU, then we'll click OK. Our test OU is created. Now we want to delete this test OU. So we'll right click on this OU and we'll select this delete option. It will not be deleted. Okay, are you sure you want to delete organizational unit named test? We'll say yes, but it will not allow you to delete it. So you don't have sufficient privileges to delete test, or this object is protected from accidental deletion. So this object is protected from accidental deletion. So but we want to delete it. So we'll go to view. Under view, we'll go to advanced features option. Now we'll go to test OU, right click, properties, then we'll go to object and we'll uncheck this option, protect object from accidental deletion. Now we'll go to test OU, right click, then we can delete it. It is deleted. Okay, so we'll do some other labs. Now our requirement is to create two OUs. One is for sales department, the other one is for finance department. So we'll create finance OU and sales OU. Then we'll create the users in the respective OU. So we'll go to sales OU and we'll create the users S1, S2, S3, and S4. Then we'll go to the finance OU and we'll create F1, F2, F3, and F4 users in the respective OUs and move. After that, what we will do, we will move the users from user container to finance OU. So some users are there which belong to finance department. So they were created before creating the OU. So now what we will do, we will move those users to finance department. So let us create two OUs first. So we'll go to ms.com, right click, new, OU, sales OU. Then we'll click OK. Under the sales OU, we'll create some users. Right click, new, user, S1, S1. Then we'll click next. Password never expires and the password is 123. Then we'll click next, finish. S1 is created. Let us create S2. We click next. The password is 123. Then we'll click next. S2 is created. Let us create S3. Next, 123, 123. Then we'll click next, finish. We'll create one more user, S4. Then we'll click next. Uncheck user must change the password at next logon. Then we'll select this password never expires option. Password is 123. 4 users have been created in sales OU. Then we'll create finance OU. So guys, in this sales OU, you can create the groups. Right click and sales group. You can create sub OU as well. Right click, new, then OU, sales, sub OU. So it has created the sub OU as well. Let us create the finance OU. We'll go to ms.com, new, OU, finance OU, then we'll click OK. Under this finance OU, will create some users. F1, F1. So in real networks, you will create hundreds of users. And for us, for our lab, 4 users are enough. Create F2. And click next. 1, 2, 3. Finish. Then F3, F3. Password never expires. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll click next. Finish. We'll create one more user. F4, F4. Password never expires. 123, then 123.
So
So
is there
guys,
any
so guys, so we have created the OUs and we have added the users. Now, let us say we have some users of finance OU in user container. Let us say they are Bill and Satya. So we want to move these users to finance department. So you will right click, then you will select this move option and you will select the finance OU. And if you go to finance OU, you will find the Bill Gates here. Okay, any user you want to move, you can right click, you will go to user container and let us say you want to move this Asif user to sales department, sales OU. If you go to sales OU, you can see the Asif user here. So this is how you will move the users from one container to another container.